Hi, and Happy New Year! We just left the season of mandatory holiday fun. You know, all the office parties, office decorations, Secret Santa, all the things, which for some people is fun and for others is excruciating. Just before Christmas, I read something about companies holding pickleball tournaments. There's not much I'd like less to participate in, and at the same time, I know plenty of people who would love it. So, okay. Mandatory fun is not the team building experience some people would like it to be, but let's look at something a little different, especially now all the fun of the holidays is behind us. In the end, it's a simple formula. Fun at work is a combination of lighthearted playfulness plus a sense of purpose. Let's break that down. My initial thought about lighthearted playfulness was that it was, a sense of humor, but one person's sense of humor is another person's gaslighting and even harassment, or just plain not funny. So that wasn't going to work. I know my sense of humor is very different from my husband's, just as one, for instance. Lighthearted playfulness can also be misused or misinterpreted, of course, but when I think about the best teams I've been on, there was always an ability to laugh at ourselves, to tease each other without ever being mean, and to recognize that what we were working on, although important, wasn't life or death. Now, obviously, for some teams, their work is life or death, but the option for lighthearted playfulness is still there. So, okay, that's lighthearted playfulness. What about a sense of purpose, the second half of my equation? The question is, why are we doing this thing that we're doing? What's the point of it? Does everyone on the team understand the point and why it's important? And this is essential. Do they agree with why it's important? Let's face it, do they actually agree that it is important? I'm not for a minute suggesting that every task one does at work must have a purpose and an agreed upon reason for its importance. That would be kind of ridiculous. There are many things that must be done, but which aren't all that interesting or don't directly factor into some essential outcome. But as a whole, when a team does its best work, it's because they know they're contributing in a larger sense than accurately completing their expense reports. Now, can you have a sense of purpose without having playfulness? Sure, of course. How? Simple enough. It's that buzzword, psychological safety, or rather, the lack of it. That's because the components of lighthearted playfulness require the team to feel comfortable with each other, to know they've got each other's back, and that none of the teasing or laughter is mean-spirited or ill-intended. Because without that, even with the most meaningful purpose in the world, there won't be any fun. And as for playfulness without purpose, I think you can tell where that's likely to go, right? Not very far in terms of accomplishments, productivity, meeting objectives. Here's the thing. High-performing teams, the teams that work well together, they are having fun. They know what they need to do and why, or they wouldn't be high-performing. And they enjoy working with each other, or they wouldn't be high-performing. They may not be the best of friends, but they are friendly enough and trust each other enough to be playful and lighthearted even in the midst of hard, challenging work and even when mistakes are made and deadlines are looming. I know it can be done because I've been on teams like that, and I've led teams like that, and I've helped clients achieve teams like that. Some of my best memories in my corporate life are of laughing together with friends and colleagues that we were doing really good work together as well. It isn't easy, but it isn't complicated either. It just takes real effort and awareness. So, where are your teams right now in terms of fun as defined here? Where is there, on the other hand, mistrust or micromanaging or unclear expectations, fuzzy objectives, harsh criticism, unfunny jokes? Because all that and more along those lines, those are barriers, and barriers that take time and effort to break down and remove. Just please don't start by inflicting mandatory fun on your people, because that is not the way to create true fun at work. Hey, if you like this, please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. I've left some resources down below in the description, the video description here, for you to see some more on this, and I would love to know what you found most interesting or aha-worthy, just leave a comment. I always come back and answer comments as well if you have any questions. I have a lot to say about leadership, especially about change leadership and navigating through disruption, so do check out those resources down in the video description, and I will see you in the next video. In the meantime, take care and have some fun.